Hi friends, it's Amanda. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Joining you today for more Pinkfresh Studio inspiration, and I'm using this darling photograph of my two sweet children and both collections today. So I've got the Just a Little Lovely pattern paper Hope and the Office Hours. Isn't that lovely, that gorgeous coral pink colour? And this one is called Busy. So using both of those pattern papers, taking inspiration from this sweet tag that I've actually fussy cut already from Pattern Paper Story, which is also from the Just a Little Lovely collection. And today I thought I would use one of our fabulous brand new cut files because of course Pinkfresh Studio have now launched their own cut files in the shop, and this one is called the Lovely Tag cut file, and you can see it is a really lovely tag, gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, I'm going to fussy cut that divine trim. Ta-da! I love the magic of video, so much quicker. There we are. And I'm actually going to use some coloured cardstock today. I'm going to use that gorgeous coral pink colour. Look at that. And you can already see with the white, that peachy pink and the mint, just how pretty this is going to be. So another really gorgeously girly, lovely page. My two darlings. You can see I'm going to add in that softer tone there. And I've gone ahead and backed that cut file, and you can see I actually cut away the eyelet that was featured in the tag so that it looks more like a banner now. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and using that excess cardstock from before, I've also backed the leaves. So really, really pretty. Also coming in with, this is that Pattern Paper Story I was using before, coming in with the purple from that. So I'm going to cut that little bit off because I just need just a tiny bit, and that's what I've got left in my supply, so that will work. And here we go. Oh, you can already see just how pretty this is coming together already. So that tiny little pop of purple, because of course we want to tie in with the tag that I was taking inspiration from. So there you go. So you can see there's that little pop of purple with the mint as well. So very, very pretty. Yeah. I just can't get enough of particularly the Just a Little Lovely collection. It really is stunning. More inspiration here again from that fussy cut piece, using that lovely little veneer sticker. That's such a cute embellishment, that one, isn't it? And of course the Just a Little Lovely acetate florals, because who can say no to them? You can see I picked the gold side initially, but I'm flipping and going for silver yet again. I'm having a bit of a silver run at the moment. This is twice I've picked silver over gold foil. Not really sure why, but it just felt better. I felt that the gold was really rich and elegant and perhaps a little too dominant with this softer colour palette. So yeah, opting for silver. But that's the great thing about the acetate shapes, isn't it? You can flip them either side. So that's looking very pretty. Just arranging it all at the moment and having a bit of a play with what I think I'd like to do with this design. Some of the washi tape pieces, I thought I might incorporate them because they're identical to the pieces on the, I do love repeat design. And because they were the same as that on the tag, I thought they'd be quite cute, but I don't think I end up using them. I do want to stitch that top piece of the tag, but before I do, I'm just going to stick in now that lovely edge, and I've just flicked up some of the pieces on the side as well, so it has that little feeling of soft texture and dimension. And I'll just make sure everything fits in nicely, and I'll probably glue that large cut file down now. So you can see, even though it was designed to be a smaller cut file, a little tag, just changing dimension on things gives us so many options, doesn't it? And that's what I love about cut files, is that really you're only limited by your own imagination, aren't you? So such a really cool way to incorporate cut files into your layouts. And of course, just something different. Like, it's a really, to be honest, it's just a large banner, but it works so well. So yes, I'm very impressed with the new cut files, and they cut like a dream. They're really, really pretty, but just easy. There's nothing tricky about the cut files. They're all, not too intricate. They've got that pretty look, but they're not too much. So you can see I've just gone and stitched that tag on top. I apologize, I didn't film that part there. My sewing machine cord doesn't quite reach to where I film, so that's already done. I'm going to rest my photo there, and start rearranging those pieces, making sure that I am happy with the design. And see, I fuss a lot on this sort of stuff. Here we go, let's get that piece on. And you'll see I only use the tiniest amount of tape for acetate because otherwise it does show through. So just a really small piece here and there, or often where I can hide it. If there's a section where a join will be, then you won't see it. So of course I'll use those to my advantage. Glue would probably work as well, but I find glue tends to lift after a while. I prefer tape. And just fussing that piece in, making sure I'm happy with where that's sitting. Of course, because once it's on, it's on. I'll sit that there for now. So I'm just going to fuss around a little bit longer, really decide what I'm doing for my photo cluster. And I think I'll foam out my photo. And just getting my photo in place now, because I think it's really important before I go any further to actually be sure of exactly where my photo will be positioned, because of course my photos are my story on my layouts. I always journal at the back of my layouts, so it's really important that that I've got the right level of dimension and the right position, and then I can build from there. So photo is so critical to me, that it is that focal point always on my layouts. I want you to see my photo first, and I have opted for a black and white photo today as well, because it really does cut through that very sweet colour palette that we've opted for. But I'm also very partial to black and white photographs. I do love black and white. Very, very, very pretty. Black and white photography has my heart. So there we go, foam mounted, and it's looking lovely. I just need to embellish with a few more of those acetate blooms now. And I do like that that one has the leaves bending in, because of course they are sitting in the cradle of a tree, so I think it's lovely. There we go. That's a nice touch. And popping in a die cut ephemera tab tag. That one says today, and of course it just ties in beautifully because it's that lovely mint green colour. I do continue to persist with these little washi cut pieces, but in the end I think I leave them out. I do love this one though, because of course it is the repeat pattern that we've used for the fussy cut mint piece to the left of the page, but it's also a tag or a banner piece just like those we've already got on the page. So double repeats, and I love that little hint of wood veneer as well, because just a new element and a new a new element, a new feature I guess to the page, and something different and a highlight point. So popping that tag in now, just making sure I got it under my photo, and still trying to use these pieces, but I just can't. They're beautiful and they do work, but not for this layout. So coming in with my title on the side using those lovely white puffy alphas, and my title is going to say always. So embrace that is you, always. Be happy, always. Always together, better always when together. It just always worked. So there we are. Speaking of puffy stickers, I'm going to come in with a few more now, using these gorgeous florals, again in that purple, to accent again on the layout design. So popping them in, very, very pretty. There we go. I like that a lot. Purple is just really stunning. And probably add one or two more, I think. Yes, that one. There we go, see. I knew there'd have to be at least one more. Oh, wow. Or do I use that one? Tossing up here. There's too many pretties, isn't there? And there we go. Put it on. There, that's better. So you can see it's already coming to life now, my layout. Oh, I like that better there. See, this is why it's good that I don't press things down straight away. I know my own behavior. I like to wriggle things around, and that's even better again. Yes, now it will stay. I really like it there. Framing my photograph similarly to how we've framed that banner as well, or the lovely tag cut file I should call it. Yeah, so looking really, really pretty. And it could be finished now, but of course, you know, I do love those finishing touch pieces. So coming in with just a few more bits to finish off with. And while I don't journal on the front of my pages, I do love a sentiment or two. So going to use these ones here. But of course, I don't want to stray from my colour palette. So I spent a bit of time off camera picking out the ones that worked. This one's, of course, said Forever and Always, and that can tuck into my photo. And yeah, because there's some gorgeous colours in there. There's that lovely fuchsia pink, and there's a sunset kind of orange, and there's some yellow, and a more creamy pastel pink, and some really, really lovely ones. But I wanted to stay in keeping with the colour palette that I'd selected for today. So just snipping that one up to make it fit where I want it to go. And yeah, just tiny. There we go. That's better. Making sure they're straight. See, that's important. And those finishing touches, of course, for me, it's going to be with those beautiful new Essentials jewels and crystals. And I think these ones are the crystals actually. And I picked out the purple because, of course, it's that gorgeous accent colour. It pops beautifully against the coral and the mint. And just so pretty. So I'm just going to glue those pieces down, and there you go. So lots of beautiful close-ups coming for you in a moment, but I hope you've had lots of fun watching my process today. It's a joy. What can I say? It is absolutely delightful to create for Pinkfresh Studio, and I hope you've had lots of fun watching. If you've got questions or comments, pop them down below. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and all of that stuff, and have yourself a wonderful, happy Arty days. Bye!